On February 10th, the Year of the Dragon started on the Chinese lunar calendar, and it is promised to be a year of great change and intense groundbreaking moments on an individual and collective scale. It is a powerful sign and the only mythological one out of the 12 animals depicted. If you are lucky enough to be born on the Year of the Dragon, you are said to be powerful, endlessly energetic, and full of vitality, goal-orientated, yet idealistic and romantic, and a visionary leader. In the traditional Chinese zodiac origin story, a race was held between 12 animals to see who would represent each year. The dragon finished in 5th place. Despite being the only creature that could fly, the dragon stopped during the race to propel the rabbit to safety after the smaller creature was caught in the rafts of a river, demonstrating his noble and valiant heart. The Chinese dragon is revered in its culture. The dragon has long symbolized power and good luck, as well as a foreshadowing influence over the weather. These creatures are typically associated with bodies of water, rainfall, and water deities. They are depicted as large, serpentine creatures with clawed feet. Dragon mythology has been part of culture since recorded history. Tales of dragons, as we recognize them, first appeared in the mythology of ancient Mesopotamia. The oldest known word for dragon is found in the oldest written language, Sumerian. A creature called the Mishusu, or fierce snake, appears in written texts. A hybrid, it is a scaly animal with hind legs resembling the talons of an eagle, lion-like forelimbs, a long neck and tail, 2 horns on his head, a snake-like tongue, and a crest. It was a creature with traits that had a similarity to our idea of dragons today. There are many different forms of dragons that have taken place throughout centuries, with each having qualities specific to the regions of their birth. Chinese dragons are sacred beings, soaring wingless through the clouds, expelling wind and not flames. They symbolize luck and blessings. Dragon images may have evolved from attempts to replicate the noise and spiraling forms of thunder and lightning, and were prayed to for good weather. The dragon took on different abilities and shapes throughout history. As a fire-breathing dragon, it was called a fire drake. Old English has 2 common words for the creature: dragon, meaning large serpent or sea serpent, and the now rarely used ancient word worm. The worm had no legs, slithered like a serpent, and had bat-like wings, often spitting poison. There are several theories as to where the dragon myth could have evolved from. Many believe early civilizations could have been trying to make sense of fossil discoveries like dinosaur remains in the areas where these tales originated, while others think that these myths came from creatures they already knew, like kimono dragons in Asia or Nile crocodiles in Egypt. Throughout pop culture, dragons have played significant roles in fables, poems, TV shows, and literature. Many fantasy books feature dragons, such as Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, and The Hobbit. These dragons are the classic winged, fire-breathing drakes of English mythology. Movies are also rife with dragons, portraying versions from all cultures such as Spirited Away, Dragonheart, Reign of Fire, and more. Dragons continue to capture the public's imagination in fantasy books and films. The dragon, in one form or another, has been around for centuries and will continue to endure, if not as a flesh and blood creature that we can capture or contain, but as a symbol of a benevolent presence steeped in mystery and lore.